Hi Collective, welcome back for another channeled message of what Spirit wants you to know right now. If you're new, thank you so much for being here. If you're a returning star family, how you doing? It's your girl, Lady Leo. We're going to dive into the energies. Be sure to hit the like button so you can dive in with me. First, we're going to cleanse and set the space. Call in Spirit. Cleanse your energy. Good juju for you. Good morning. Hi Paul. Hi Floyd, Kay, Phillips, Capone. Hi Roxanne. How did you see? Welcome. Hi, Florin. Better Days. Javi. Amelia. Hola, ¿cómo estás? You've been up since midnight? I woke up at 1. I've been awake since 1 o'clock. I couldn't go back to sleep. Good morning, y'all. Okay. So this is what we got going on this morning. We're going to go over our daily oracle message. If you're new and you haven't been here, we pull one card from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. We read from the book. Okay, I've really been enjoying that, so I'm going to keep doing that. And then we have some astrological energies to go over. So I shall be your host this morning, or if you're tuning in from somewhere else at a different time, could be afternoon, maybe it's in the evening, but the time this is being recorded is in the morning. I will be your astrological meteorologist today. Hey, okay. All right. Also, after we get done going over collective energies, what I'm going to do is we're covering fire signs and earth signs today. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We'll go over a little bit of your astrological energies and we'll pull a couple cards on it, okay? All right. Here we go. Best and highest messages. Oh, we didn't even call in Spirit yet, y'all. We didn't protect. I did the Herba Santa. I didn't Palo Santo yet. All right. Roxanne, I had a crazy dream about your ex. Are you serious? Roxanne says, literally seeing him in the restroom trying to call me on the phone. I wonder what that means. Hi, Daphne. Good morning, y'all. I don't know what that means. Hey, he's waking up. Protect your energy. Good juju for you. Yeah. Protect my energy. Good juju for me. Hi, Craig. Good morning. Hi, Beth, Sarah, Apple user, Empress. Okay. Now we can call in Spirit. Y'all ready? God, Source, Universe, Angels, Ancestors, Spirit Guides, Council of Light, Ascended Masters, and all other benevolent beings of light of the third heaven and higher. I ask that you shield us in a holy, divine, white light of protection, shield our space, our energy, and the stream from any outside negative energies, entities, and it is not allowed here. Spirit, I ask that you aid, guide, and support me in sharing the best and highest message for the collective during this time. So to be, thank you, Spirit. Whew, okay, y'all. Just like real quick. It got you all worked up, having a bad dream about your ex. That'd get me worked up too. I'll probably wake up in a sweat. Hi, Gemini girl. Good morning. Okay, here we go. What's our card of the day? What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? Hi, y'all. Welcome. Thank you for being here. We need to ring the bell. We're ringing the bells this early already. Hey, I'm sending all that love and light back to you times 10. Thank you for helping me raise the vibration. Okay, card of the day. What we got, Spirit? What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? This specific today. Oh, it came out. Okay. Releasing allegiances. And she's not too graphic. I can show this card. So we're going to read, see what this says. And then I'll switch hats. And I'll be your astrological meteorologist, okay? We'll see what what's in the forecast with the planets. All right, 10. Card number 10. So that's new beginnings. Releasing allegiances. Y'all ready? Hi, Jennifer. I got your payment in, Jennifer. By the way, I do have personal readings open. We have 2 people in line, Destiny and Jennifer. Thank you for the tip, love. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, at Lady Leo Spiritual. Same spelling as here. No extra L's, no dots, no numbers, nothing like that. Made it easy for you. It's $11 for a mini, $22 for career, $33 for love, $44 for extended if y'all are interested in that, okay? Okay, here's our card, Releasing Allegiances. It's time to hold on to yourself and let go of another, even if just for a time. You've gained all that was meant to be from that connection, at least for now. You've given and you have received. The need to let go does not deny the value of what has been acquired. It is more that the time has come for greater productivity, creativity, abundance, and consciousness in your life. You have completed many cycles in the vibrational frequency of consciousness that you are now being asked to release. You've been in that vibrational frequency for some time now. You've earned the right to step out of that frequency, out of the habits, relationships, and the possibilities that are limited to that outmoded frequency. It is now time to expand into higher frequencies of experience that will bring enhanced love, empowerment, and peace into your life. You will take the wisdom of what you've learned with you into something new connections, new relationships, new life experiences at a higher turn of the spiral of life. But first, you trust that you can step into solitude for a time without being consumed by loneliness. It is time to reconnect with yourself. Perhaps you have had a period of outward orientation where your energy has been diverted away from the inner journey of self-discovery and creative self-expression and into the world of lists, schedules, and demands. Trust that you may need to step back momentarily, even from your healthy relationships and commitments, to refresh your spirit by reconnecting with your own nature and solitude. Perhaps you've been diving so deep into the creative waters that you've lost your bearings or your energetic connection to the earth, your own life and your needs in the here and now. Either way, you need to come back to the ground of your own body. This is time for self-love, for paying attention to yourself, for nurturing, holding, and being with you. It doesn't mean you can't love another. It just means you need to turn your attention inwards for a time, for some quality time with you. You will emerge renewed, refreshed, and clear about your journey and your relationships as a result of this. This oracle is also confirmation that the work you've been doing on yourself is working for you. Your level of self-love is growing, and your ability to love consciously and healthily is increasing as a result. Some connections in your life will mature along with you, and your regard and affection will deepen and blossom. It will be revealed that other relationships are no longer relevant to your life journey. You will know which is which because you will feel it. You will feel it most clearly when you have some time to be with yourself and reconnection. If you've been contemplating a change in lifestyle, enrolling in a class, or joining a group, starting a project, or setting aside time to focus on your inner work, then this oracle comes as confirmation that these things would be supportive, healthy, and helpful for you. This oracle also comes with the particular guidance. There's a situation that has recently arisen or will arise soon where you need to back yourself. Don't be put upon or hoodwinked into backing down by the emotional reactions of others. Stand your ground and stay aligned with what you know to be true. No matter how wonderful something seems logically or on the surface, if it doesn't feel right for you, it is not for you at this time. Perhaps that will change and it will be right for you later. Perhaps you will step away and realize with relief that you had a lucky escape from a situation that would have ended up unnecessarily costing you. Either way, backing yourself and not giving in to the opinion of another, no matter how highly you would have rated that opinion in the past, is important. It is highly likely you are breaking with tradition, with a role model or belief system that you've outgrown. You must be there for yourself because you are doing well. You are on the right path and you are growing. Well done. Hi, y'all. Good morning. Welcome. Thank y'all for being here. Hi, Jane, Roxanne, M. Brigitta. You're on your way to work. Hi, Claudia, Tyler. Hi, user. What's going on, y'all? Welcome. Margie, Jean, Miss Connie, Branson. Good morning. All right, here's our healing process. What do you think? It should be in there by the water, by the hot water. Okay, here's our healing process if you want to partake in this. Y'all, I may have to get up. We may have to pause because my 8-month-old woke up way earlier than he's supposed to. So we're just going to play it by ear. So that if you see me exit off real quick, that I'll be back in a little while. All right, here's our healing process. Lie down somewhere comfortable and relax. Say, I love my body and my body loves me. I trust my body and my body trusts me. I love wisdom and wisdom loves me. I trust wisdom and wisdom trusts me. Sense, visualize, feel, or intend that there be a beautiful emerald green light with golden sparkling flecks of energy in it. It rises up from the earth below you and bathes your body until you're floating in an ocean of emerald green light with golden sparkling flecks of energy within it. Let it fizz and wash around you and through you right into the cells of your being. Finally, let it form a bubble of light around you, encasing you like an egg or shell from the top of your head all the way down to the bottom of your feet on either side of you, front and back. Let it be close enough that it feels protective and spacious enough that you can breathe easily. Take your time, and when you're ready, simply open your eyes and you've completed your healing process, provided that you follow up and have some more time for yourself, of course. So that's our biggest message, is releasing allegiances. So it's time to focus on you, what's good for you, especially if connections and relationships aren't serving you during this time. That doesn't mean that it wasn't at one point in time. It just means that now it's not in alignment. Now it's not serving you. It's done what it's needed to do. It's time to release it and let it go, okay? All right, y'all. Y'all ready for some... We're going to shift a little bit. I'm shifting hats, okay? Y'all ready for some astrological forecast? See what's going on in the energies and the planets this week? So this is going to be for pretty much today, September 26th, until October 3rd. So literally this a week from now. From now until a week from now, okay? We've got a lot to cover. So Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius. It'll be retrograde until the end of October. So this retrograde encourages deep transformation around collective systems, power structures, technology, social justice, and hidden dynamics. Retrograde Pluto is about internalizing the transformation, excavating what's been buried, exposing what's hidden, and regenerating from within. You got to remember, Pluto, ruled by Scorpio, is the deep psyche. It's the things that are beneath the surface. And a lot of these things are coming to the surface to be reevaluated, okay? Next, we have Saturn is retrograde in Pisces. I've been talking about this transit a lot lately. So you probably heard me mention it quite a few times, Saturn retrograde in Pisces. It actually went retrograde back into Pisces this early September, and it will remain retrograde through this period till the end of November. This transit is pushing us to revisit spiritual boundaries, karmic debts, inner discipline, and where we have dissolved ourselves or avoided structure. Saturn, think about Capricorn. It's a very stubborn type of energy. It's about rules, regulations, self-discipline, those sorts of energies, okay? Themes of responsibility to the unseen, revisiting dreams, and balancing practical structure with creative surrender loom large. Because Saturn is retrograding in a water sign, lessons may feel more subtle, emotional, or intangible, like contracts, soul work, and hidden commitments. Our next transit is Uranus is retrograde in Gemini. We have a lot of planets retrograde, okay? What is retrograde? So it's when a planet is passing Earth, and while it's passing Earth, it looks like it's spinning backwards, okay? Retrogrades have us revisit certain issues, ideas, situations, okay? And depending on what zodiac it's in, what constellation it's in, is what it is that we're revisiting, those sorts of things and situations, those energies. So Uranus retrograde in Gemini started in September, on September the 6th. This retrograde emphasizes unexpected shifts, mental awakenings, rewiring beliefs, and inner breakthroughs in communication, ideas, and perception. The energy is less about external disruption and more about inner revolution, rethinking your assumptions, unlearning mental habits, and releasing old ideas. The sun and the moon just entered into Libra, approaching aspect tensions. During this week, we have Libras focusing on balance, relational dynamics, fairness, aesthetics, integration of other. Under Libra's light, tensions will deepen, while deeper internal forces or hidden shadows may come into contact. For example, via Pluto aspects or Saturn dynamics. So you see how all of this can be really crazy in the transits, as all of this is going on simultaneously. So if you've been feeling crazy and off and just feeling the intensity, it's probably where the planets are, you know? Intensity, depth, passion, strategic action, psychological probing, transformation of desires are activated. Then we have Mars in Scorpio, which helps us push through resistance, but also can stir up power struggles, obsessions, or pressure if mishandled. The Sun is opposing Neptune, which Neptune is retrograde. Themes while Sun is in Libra. Neptune is retrograde in Aries. There's potential for attention of clarity versus illusion, especially in relational or identity areas. Collective illusions, misperceptions, deceptions may surface. Overwhelm, emotional fog, boundary confusion may challenge our clarity, especially in relationships or identity. Good morning, y'all. Thanks for the love. Send all that love and light back to you times 10. Thank you for helping me raise the vibration. All right, so we have Mars square Pluto. Pluto's retrograde. Mars in Scorpio forms a challenging square with Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, intensifying the feel of confrontation, power struggles, collective pressure, and deep purification demands. This tension will likely still reverberate into the coming week. Expect powerful undercurrent, pressure to face control dynamics, or internal cries. So if you feel like altercations are going to arise between you and the person that gets on your last nerve, this Mars in Scorpio is really amping that up. So be aware of that. Try not to, get so overwhelmed by your emotions that you're being impulsive and acting out on those. Stay grounded. Take a step back. Do your breath work. Ooh, sigh, right? Okay. So here's what it is that we're being asked to take a look at. So these transits together bring a potent mixture of purification, restructuring, inner revolution, and relational reconfiguration. Some likely themes are shadow material rising. So under Pluto retrograde and Mars intensity, collective and personal shadows, hidden dynamics, suppressed anger, or resistance may come to fore. Reassessment of boundaries. With Saturn retrograde in Pisces, we're rethinking how porous we've been, where we've overgiven, or where we've lacked structure in spiritual, emotional, and relational realms. Mental information reawakening. Uranus retrograde in Gemini asks us to question assumptions. Question assumptions, rewire beliefs, break ideological patterns, and shift how we communicate or receive information. Relational illusions versus clarity. So the Sun and Neptune tension can bring confusion in partnerships. What's real? What's just a projection? What's idealization? Driving intensity and necessary change. And with Mars in Scorpio wants to act, dig, and transform. It's less about surface action and more about deep alchemical movement. So in the collective, we can expect increased pressure in social systems, activism, tech, information systems, which is the Pluto in Aquarius. We can expect cries for reform and structural injustice, transparency, power, and collective authority. Inner disquiet awakening, sense of urgency to live more authentically, to release illusions or lies, and conflicts between idealism and structure, between fluid spiritual boundaries and the demand for accountability. So while this week may feel heavy or confrontational, it's fertile ground for necessary purging and recalibration. All right, so that wraps up our collective astrological forecast. What we're going to do now is I'm going to pull a couple cards for collective, just all zodiac signs, all signs. And then we're going to start breaking this up into the fire signs and earth signs is what it is that we're covering today. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, okay? All right, let's see what we got going on here, y'all. Best and highest messages here for the collective. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? Good morning. Good morning. Who all did I miss? I need to bounce. I'll look forward to the replay. Thanks for being here, Craig. Hi, Liz. You clock in at 6. Hi, Anthony. When can I see my reading if I miss it this morning? It will be posted to YouTube for replay as soon as I can get it uploaded. Is it bedtime in Australia? How you doing? From Mississippi. Roxanne, yeah, I felt that too, Roxanne. I felt our overall daily message for sure. Hi, Kayla Green, Volkswagen, Notorious, Miss DD, 777. Hi, Jay, Bree, Olivia. Hi, Random Michael, Cynthia, Tyler, Claudia. Good morning. How y'all doing? All right, best and highest messages. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? What's going on? All signs. Dang, they just kind of popping out. So things may be feeling really chaotic. Y'all just don't blow up on nobody this week. Over this next week. Do your woosas. Take a walk. Don't give your personal power up to people, places, and things, okay? Things are going to be high tension, a lot of aggression. Don't give in to it, darling. All right, we're starting off with the time to say goodbye. Something is about to end for now. Yeah, we're letting go of things that are no longer serving us. We're bringing major endings, especially in the transits that we're experiencing during this time. A beautiful little worm, take care of yourself. There is a lot of emphasis over this past week about how it's important for you to take care of you, take care of yourself. We cannot take care of others to the best of our ability unless we're good, right? If you're not even at 100%, how can you give to someone else or something else? The delicate fairy and her ferrets. Change is natural, good, and yes, it can hurt. There are major changes happening, but this is making us uncomfortable for a reason. A lot of times we get so anchored into comfortability and familiarity that we'd rather stay in toxic situations because we know what we're getting with that. So a lot of times what happens is this shifts take place so that we are forced to make changes. It's so uncomfortable we can't stay there anymore. And that's when our empowerment starts to shine through. A mermaid in a koi pond, rediscover your individuality, become the dragon. A lot about this personal power. Remembering who you are on an authentic level without everybody else's opinions or projections or criticisms, you know, where you're not conforming to other ideas that may not resonate with you. Maybe they did at one point in time. They're not resonating so much anymore. All right, Spirit, best and highest messages here. Is it choppy for y'all? I keep getting a notification that my Wi-Fi's janky. Is it showing up janky for y'all? Good morning and welcome. Thank you for being here. All right, best and highest messages. Thanks for the likes, y'all. So they're living like back 2 times 10. Thank you for helping me raise the vibration. Happy Friday if you're catching me live. Happy Friday. All right, Spirit. What's the collective's energy? What's the collective's energy? The 5 of Swords, feeling defeated. Okay, so there could be a lot of noise. You could be surrounded by a lot of stress. Tell me about the 5 of Swords. Why is this the collective during this time? Yes, and being emotionally overwhelmed. There's a lot of this emotions that are at a high. Like I said, we've got these crazy transits going on. We're still in the shadow period of eclipse season where things get eclipsed in and things get eclipsed out. Sometimes that's jobs, careers, people, ideas, belief systems, whatever have you. And it can be very emotionally overwhelming and it can cause a lot of stress. So be easy on yourself. Because you don't want to end up like this and give up all your power. Right? This has no power of its own. You have to give up your own personal powers. Don't do that. There's a big message this week to not do that. Anchor in. It's like, do you know how much personal strength it takes to not react to somebody? To not give in to that tempestuous feeling of revenge? You know what I mean? That takes way more power to keep it checked in, right? Than it does to react. It's easy to give into your emotions and react on things. So maybe somebody's going to be trying to catch you out of character with something this week. Just make sure that you're staying grounded. Don't let things get you too amped up. Run out into the woods. Find you a stick, boo-boo. Start beating on the ground and start screaming at the top of your lungs where nobody can hear you, okay? But don't you dare get wrapped up in an argument with somebody who's not even worth your time, energy, or effort. What else is here? Give me a few more. Keep it cool, calm, and collected. Confident, not arrogant. The Fool and the 10 of Wands. Yes, look, new beginnings. Taking a blind leap of faith in a new direction, right? Yes, it's scary. Yes, it's different. No, you don't know what's on the other side of it, but you know what you're getting with the shit that you've been attached to. You know it's no bueno. You know it's not helping you. You can't stay there. You gotta move. So you're taking this blind leap of faith towards something new and giving up the burdens of the past. Giving up burdens where you've taken on the brunt of responsibility in situations where it wasn't yours to carry. You're giving it back. You're sending it back where it belongs to. That is beautiful. What's the challenge? What's the challenge for the collective? The Seven of Wands. Protecting yourself. Protecting your energy. Getting into alignment. So yes, there's going to be a situation that arises this week where someone's going to be testing your spiritual gangster. Okay, this is a piece of you that you've buried, you let go, you thought was done and unalived, okay? That may be surfacing here. You need to take yourself to high perspective, okay? This is where you're defending yourself, or just stay away from this person in general. If you cannot treat me with love, respect, and kindness, you cannot afford access into my energy. This is a no-go, Ghost Rider. Boundary in the drawing the line in the sand. Don't cross the line. If they cross the line, walk the other way. You are not a doormat. Do not get backdoored into a situation that you don't belong in. Give me one more on the challenge. Give me one more on the challenge. Aha. Moving towards some sort of peace of mind after feeling stuck. So there's this it's suggesting here where we're overthinking a situation to the point where we feel stuck, we feel stagnant, like something's not moving at all. Okay, but this is just an illusion. That's not really the case. See in the mirror, in the reflection, she's all wrapped up. She just thinks she is. It's because of the stress that it is so overwhelming that it's consuming clarity, it's fogging up clarity. Okay, so remember that you're not really stuck. That is an illusion. And it's being caused by some sort of anxiety. Okay, so we're trying to shift out of the energy. Know that God, source, universe, see these birds represent the spirit realm to me. God, source, universe, whatever that looks like for you, is leading you into these calmer waters towards peace of mind. Okay, and your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides are surrounding you. See that red cloak of protection? So you're moving into these calmer waters here, calmer seas ahead, which may be giving you ultimate happiness or some sort of peace. Current energy. What's the current energy? Starting new projects, starting something new here. Possibly networking and collaborating with new people, new connections. Here comes the past. What's the Six of Cups? Yeah, this is something that you're not giving to anymore. So don't be surprised if someone from the past that you've cut out or you quit working with wants to surface over the next week, okay? This is somebody that you quit investing in, you quit giving to because they weren't investing or giving to you. Give me one more on this. Give me one more on this. The Empress. You're better without it, whatever it is. You're more successful without whatever, whoever this is. Okay, it's gonna block your blessings. Don't even give it the energy. You're unbothered. Don't want it. Energy coming towards the collective this week. Energy coming towards the collective this week. Damn, y'all. I gotta get them up off the table. 1 second. There's a lot of cards. Okay, we're starting off with the Two of Wands. So this is where you're planning on how you're going to take action. You know that this is where you're at with this wand, but you're looking out over the horizons, mapping out how you're going to take action. Okay, you're putting a lot of thought into this. We have the King of Swords here. You're gathering all the data to make a logical decision. This isn't based off of emotion. It's not based off of paranoia or stress. It's based off of the information and the data that you have in front of you and your gut feeling. There's a lot of wisdom showing up here with this owl there. Okay. Also, you're connected to God, source, universe, whatever that looks like for you, the spirit realm, the Akashic records. Okay. There's a dragonfly there again, being supported by the spirit realm there with the sword of truth so that you can see clearly, to make the decisions that need to be made, to go towards what your heart's desires, to put you back in that free-spirited energy where you didn't have all these constraints of society, of modern day times, of people, places, and things wanting to project certain ideas or criticisms onto you. You're free, like a Mustang, right? And you dance to the beat of your own drum, and you're having this very passionate energy to help motivate you to take this inspired action towards what it is that you want to come into union with. A lot of y'all, this has to do with just soulmates and relationships, okay? We're in the sign of Libra during this time, which has a lot to do with duality. Think about yin and yang, positive, negative, light, dark, masculine, feminine, okay? But whatever it is that this energy, whatever this represents to you, for some of y'all, this is just a career as a business partner, okay? But for some of y'all, it's a romantic partner. It's going to help you take some sort of ambitious... Someone's coming in to communicate something here, or this is helping you be more ambitious on what it is that you're trying to pursue. A lot of clarity is coming in. The answers that it is that you seek. So if you felt like your intuition's been off, or you haven't been able to connect very well, if you felt like you've got just fog, like it's hard to pinpoint what it is that you're feeling or where it is that you're called to go, okay, clouds are going to be dissipating, okay? We have clear days ahead. Clarity, answers, truth, epiphanies, solutions to the problem, a victory. It's a green light go. It's a yes, okay? Justice is being called on people, places, and things that want to bring conflict and drama and chaos into your world. A lot of y'all are in secret competitions that you didn't even know about. Okay, you got people who are secretly in competition with you. This is something that's coming to light. Truths are being exposed. Cords are being cut. Lines are being drawn. Verdicts are coming out. What's the overall spiritual advice for the collective? Okay, so we're starting off with the Six of Pentacles. It's got to be equal give and take when it comes to energy exchange. The universe likes balance. And if something isn't receiving enough or if something isn't giving enough, it creates energetic blockages in the flow. Okay, see that infinity sign? So if someone's not giving enough or someone's not being able to receive, right, it causes those energetic blockages. You literally see it the way it is on the card. Okay. So whatever's coming to give to you or present like it's giving to you, you're going within and you're sitting with yourself for a minute. What does this feel like for me? This is where you're tapping back into spirit. You're tapping back into your intuition by being by yourself. You're not allowing outside noise and static and ickiness jog up your own viewpoints, your own clarity, the way that you get reassurance from yourself, from your own spirit guide, your own spirit team, from your higher self, whatever label you want to put on it. Okay, especially if it comes to things that are going to be about the legacy that you're leaving behind. Your life's work, your abundance, your growth, your expansion, long-term commitments and success. There's a lot of death and rebirth going on during this time as well. Spiritual awakenings, transformation. There's a lot of things that are being cut out. It didn't make the cut. It's not moving on to the next level. It's not going down that gate with you. It's not getting on the plane. Because it didn't bring you emotional fulfillment. It wasn't there to support you. Only the things that are here to support you, to help you grow, to help you be better, do better, is allowed to be in this next season, this next chapter, to get on the plane, to go the whole 9 yards with you, okay? Now, with that being said, that doesn't mean that we don't give back, right? I just got done saying that. It's got to be a mutual, interdependent connections here, where you're good on your own, other energies are good on their own, y'all are great individually, and then you are even greater together, okay? All right, y'all, that wraps up our collective messages for not just our astrological forecast, but also what the cards have to say, what Spirit's coming through and saying about this. Okay, y'all, just be careful over this next week about not getting caught up in your emotions and acting out on that. That Mars in Scorpio is really challenging us with those aggressions, with conflict, with acting out on those emotions, going to war. You know, think about what Mars is. Mars is the god of war, or Aries. Scorpio is also ruled by Mars. Traditionally. A little bit more of the new age is Scorpio ruled by Pluto. All right, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and end this live. I'll be back in just a few minutes. We're about to dive into fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We're going to go over the astrological forecast for each one of those signs, pull a couple cards for y'all. I'll end that stream, and then I'll start earth signs, and then we'll do Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn the same way. When we get done with those zodiacs, I'll have it open for personal readings at Lady Leo Spiritual. It's $11 for a mini, $22 for career, $33 for love, $44 for extended. I have Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. Same spelling as this handle here. So Cash App is at Lady Leo Spiritual. PayPal at Lady Leo Spiritual. Venmo at Lady Leo Spiritual. Y'all be careful about people DMing you. I will never reach out to you first to entice you to get a reading. That is not me sending you DMs and inviting you to get a reading. Watch your blessings, watch your six, watch your monies. It's a scam. If you want private services, you can find those at ladyleospiritual.com. All right, y'all. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank y'all so much for popping in and hanging out with me. If you caught the live, if you're watching the replay on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the little gray notification bell so I can see you again. Okay? Thank you for all the love and all the ways that you show support, y'all. Y'all keep shining your light bright, and you know I'm going to say it. If your light ain't irritate nobody's demon boo-boo, turn up the heat. Blind the eyes out, collective. They can go get their hater shades. They grown-ass adults. They don't like it, okay? Love and light.